What's up, YouTube? It is day 5 of uploading every day until I could buy a C8 Corvette. Today I wasn't able to get a whole bunch done on the car today. We had baseball games and I coached, so that's a little more important than playing the Camaro. But before the baseball games, I talked the wife into taking me to Summit. I still can't drive with all my ankle surgery stuff going on, but pretty soon that may change. But the good news is I found out that Summit had another quarter panel for the driver's side. For whatever reason, they've been out of stock for a long time on that. This morning, I saw they had one, so I immediately snagged it and set it up for pickup. So we got that today. The passenger side, I don't know, they had plenty of those in there for whatever reason, but the driver's side is all jacked up. They don't have any. So I snagged the last one, so sorry to you if you are looking for a 1970 Camaro panel from Summit. I got the last one for now. But anyways, so I wanted to kind of mark this up and try and game plan here how I want to do this. So as you can see, this car is a 78. This is a 1970 Camaro tail end. So here's a clip of what the 70 looks like, and then here's the 78. So obviously the 70 looks much better than a 78. So the only differences on these, it's pretty much the exact same from here forward. It's this little section back here where it starts to change. So this molding piece and this whole bumper is going to come off, and this style kind of comes in like this and then jets back out. So I'm gonna have to cut all of this out and splice this in there, and you guys already know this ain't gonna fly. I don't like side marker lights, so while we're at it, I'm probably gonna cut this. So I'm trying to figure out the lesser of two evils here. If any of you guys have done this before, let me know your opinions. So initially, when I was looking at this, I was thinking about cutting it from the body line here and doing like an overlap style. So what you would do is I would cut the car all the way through here and then hammer this down all the way down until we got to the door edge right here, and basically overlap the panel, and then cut this one about an inch higher, and then lay that overlap here, and then lay my tacks here, and then body fill it all, and it'll be smooth and it'll look like it never happened. So that was my original plan, but I didn't realize that if I did that, I'd have this little weird gap here. So this piece, as you can see, it kind of goes all the way up and it goes to here. So I can either A, cut the car from here all the way down to here, but I just really don't want to do that. There's a bunch of, getting real close to the window here, and then in my eyes, the farther I go, the more likely I'm going to run into some trouble. And this car is actually really clean. There's hardly any rust on it. So it's not, if I had rust at these bottom sections here, definitely rip the whole thing off. But the panels are in good shape. My wheel wells are really clean. There's no issues there. So I think I'm going to do this. So this is what I'm kind of leaning towards, is just taking the car and cutting it all the way down like this, and then patching this skin in right here. And then I'd have plenty of extra sheet metal to play with for, things like filling this gap or whatever. So that's kind of the way I'm leaning. It looks like it'd be less work. The only thing I'm worried about is to keep this body line right here. That's going to be a pain. So especially with welding it. So also, if I do some sort of a overlap. So if I do that, do I want to do an overlap where I cut the car here, hammer it down, give it kind of like a little slanted ledge, and take my new panel and cut it to about here, and that might make it a little stronger, tack my welds, this would be lower than the body line, and then fill it. So that's one option. Option B is really the more correct way. This way is a little bit easier and kind of more of your, yeehaw style. But any professional is going to tell you to cut it perfectly on both panels right here down the middle and do a butt weld, which there's be no overlap. They'd be exactly the same butt weld the whole way down, and grind it smooth or whatever, and it'd be good. So if I did that, I'd cut each side at like a 45-degree angle. Cut the car at a 45-degree angle this way, cut this panel at a 45-degree angle the other way, and kind of create like a small little valley like this, and then lay my welds in right there. So that's probably the way I'm going to do it. I'm not sure if I want to do the overlap or not, especially with the with this body line. I think a butt weld might be a little easier to hide, honestly. It'll just be a little bit more of a pain, and your cuts have to be precise. Like, there's not very much room for error on a butt weld, right? But if I do an overlap, okay, cool. I got an inch to play with, so I can be an inch off, and then all I gotta do is line it up with the car right here. And then the other thing is, this is the spoiler that came on this car. This is for 78, and the side pieces come all the way down to here. It's kind of similar to the 70. They vary just a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to play out, if the 78 style will work on a 70 Camaro. Obviously, I'm going to have to redrill this hole. That's not a big deal. But I'm not sure exactly if it's going to look natural. And I'm also thinking, while I'm at it, if I should just go ahead and blend these in, like fiberglass film, and make it like seamless. I'm kind of debating with that. A lot of people recommend not doing that because it's going to crack. So that piece, it's good to have them separate. So I'm gonna have to play with that as I go. You guys let me know how you've done it before. Tomorrow is gonna be an exciting day. My tail panel comes in. So tomorrow I am probably going to get these two pieces out of the garage, get my tail panel. I'm going to start my long form video of that. So I'm going to do basically a big how-to. It'll probably be like a really long, 30-minute video or more on how to do this. So I'm going to be learning as I go. So it's really difficult to record something that you've never done before. I've noticed that. So as I started this whole series, it's like, hey, let me show you how to do this that I've never done. So that's fun. So that's where we're at today. Not a ton of movement on the car, but a lot of research and stuff has been going on in the background. So the new panel comes in tomorrow. Super pumped about that. I'm gonna start recording the video for that stuff, and maybe by Friday or Saturday, we'll be ripping off the bumper and putting my tail paint, my side panels on, starting to do all that welding and stuff. Also going to be doing a full review of my new plasma cutter from Prime Weld that they sent me, so that's exciting. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions, suggestions, roast me, talk about LS swaps, turbo stuff. Tell me your Coyote 5.0's faster. I don't care, whatever junk y'all want to talk about. I'll try to respond to them on these daily updates. I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of get that rolling, so we could roast each other, make fun of my hat or whatever. Let me know. Y'all have a good one.